What is up, Scoop Troop, and welcome back to another absolutely electric edition of Sheeran Scoop. The news cycle is moving at warp speed, and if you're not plugged in, you're missing out on the biggest stories breaking right now. We've got seismic shifts in the superhero universe, and it all kicks off with a major player potentially eyeing a new iconic role. Could a familiar face from the world of Superman be making a dramatic leap to Gotham City to don the cowl of the Caped Crusader? Then, we're diving headfirst into a comic book that's being hailed as a mind-bending, genre-bending masterpiece. Imagine a future where anime, manga, and classic superhero tropes collide in the most spectacular way possible. This isn't just another story, it's a bold reimagining that promises to redefine what a comic can be. And speaking of redefining, we're going to dissect a film that sparked a massive debate: Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Was it a Superman story? Was it a Batman showcase? We're breaking down the arguments, looking at the evidence, and giving you the inside scoop on why this epic clash still has everyone talking. Finally, we wrap up with a look at the legacy of that cinematic battle and what it means for the future. Stay locked in, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and let's get into it. A new Caped Crusader emerges. Tyler Hoechlin, the actor who brought Superman to life in the CW's Superman and Lois, has officially expressed his interest in taking on the iconic role of Batman in the upcoming DC Universe film, The Brave and the Bold. This move comes as the DCU, under the guidance of James Gunn and Peter Safran, embarks on its Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters phase, aiming to establish a fresh continuity for its beloved characters. The film, slated to be directed by Andy Muschietti, is expected to delve into the complex relationship between Batman and his son, Damian Wayne, who himself takes on the mantle of Robin. Hoechlin's interest was revealed during a panel at Fan Expo Canada, where he candidly discussed the possibility. When asked about the potential integration of Robert Pattinson's Batman from Matt Reeves' separate Elseworlds continuity into the main DCU, Hoechlin humorously stated his desire to play Batman himself. "Well, selfishly, I'm going to say no because I still want to play Batman," he admitted, while still praising Pattinson's performance. He suggested that keeping the universes separate would allow for a whole new envisioning of Batman versus Superman, a sentiment that aligns with Gunn's approach to building a distinct DCU. This openness from Hoechlin isn't entirely out of the blue. His tenure as Superman in Superman and Lois allowed him to explore the character as a father, a dynamic that mirrors the core father-son narrative planned for The Brave and the Bold. Furthermore, his previous work, including his role in Teen Wolf, has showcased his ability to portray brooding and darker characters, making the transition to Gotham's vigilante a potentially natural fit. With The Brave and the Bold still in the script phase, casting decisions are likely a long way off. However, Hoechlin's proactive declaration adds an intriguing layer to the ongoing speculation. It also follows a trend seen in the new DCU, where established actors from previous DC projects, like Jason Momoa, are being recast in new roles, suggesting a willingness to bring familiar talent into the evolving universe. Hoechlin's potential casting as Batman would represent a bold, reinvention-focused move, much like Gunn's overall strategy for the DCU, and could indeed be the kind of unexpected casting that revitalizes the character for a new era. Fans have reacted with a mix of excitement and speculation, with many noting Hoechlin's strong performance as Superman and his suitability for the darker, more paternal aspects of Batman's character. But is this the only surprising move in the superhero world? We're about to explore a comic book that's pushing the very definition of a superhero story. A sci-fi saga unlike any other. Prepare for a comic book experience that shatters expectations with immortal legend Batman 1. This DC Elseworlds tale ventures into uncharted territory, offering a gleefully weird and gloriously ambitious science fiction adventure heavily influenced by the vibrant aesthetics and dynamic storytelling of anime and manga, including Power Rangers, Gatchaman, Voltron, and Ultraman. Set in the distant future on a remote space outpost, the narrative kicks off with a gripping chase sequence. An unnamed protagonist is pursued and brutally attacked by a formidable masked warrior, none other than Batman. However, the mystery deepens immediately as Batman is not the hunter, but the seeker, on a quest to find the most powerful man in space, Bruce Wayne. The twist? Bruce Wayne is simultaneously searching for Batman, setting up a compelling paradox that fuels the entire issue. Bruce Wayne, in this future, holds the position of mayor on the small outpost, working closely with his best friend and sheriff, Harvey Dent. He presents himself as a well-adjusted leader, yet Batman perceives him as a hidden threat, a shadow lurking in disguise. The outpost is terrorized by supernatural monsters whose violent attacks are escalating, creating an atmosphere of pervasive fear. A tense confrontation between Batman and Bruce Wayne leads to the unmasking of the vigilante, revealing a world of immense scale and thrilling possibilities, marking one of the most exciting DC debuts in recent memory. The creators, hailing from the team behind Volcano Girl Red and known for their work in the Massiveverse, demonstrate an unparalleled mastery of scale and chaotic, visually stunning battles. While the first issue might be dense with exposition, it masterfully sets the stage for this expansive universe. To complement the main narrative, the issue includes a crucial backup story, also penned by the same writers but featuring art by Dan Mora. This segment provides essential backstory, illuminating the origins and development of three distinct disciplines of supernatural combat within this unique world. It cleverly weaves in surprising character mentions, hinting that the established order of this universe is in for a significant shakeup. Far from being a mere infodump, the backup story culminates in unexpected guest appearances and a shocking cliffhanger, solidifying Immortal Legend Batman 1 as a fantastic and highly promising first issue. Early reactions from critics and readers have lauded its originality and ambitious world-building, with many pointing to its unique blend of Western and Eastern influences as a major strength. The immediate setup of a Batman searching for Bruce Wayne, and vice versa, has generated significant buzz and speculation about the narrative's future direction. But how does this future vision of Batman compare to the past? We're now going to break down a film that ignited a firestorm of debate about its central hero. Whose story was it anyway? Batman v Superman's identity crisis. Zack Snyder's 2016 epic, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, marked a monumental moment in cinema. The first live-action confrontation between two of the most iconic superheroes ever conceived. Starring Ben Affleck as a grizzled, world-weary Bruce Wayne and Henry Cavill reprising his role as Clark Kent from Man of Steel. The film aimed to unite these titans within the burgeoning DC extended universe. However, upon its release, the movie became a lightning rod for controversy, sharply dividing critics, audiences, and fans alike. The central question that lingered and continues to be debated is whether Dawn of Justice was primarily a continuation of Superman's narrative arc or an elaborate introduction for Batman into the wider DCEU. To settle this, we can examine compelling arguments for both sides. Arguments for Superman's centrality often highlight how the film's world-building and narrative foundation are deeply rooted in his mythology. Man of Steel served as the sole direct precursor, meticulously establishing the stakes for Clark Kent, Lois Lane, Perry White, and the Daily Planet staff, as well as characters like Martha Kent. This provides a strong sense of narrative continuity and emotional grounding for Superman's journey. In contrast, Batman's personal circle is largely limited to Alfred Pennyworth, making viewers more invested in Clark's established relationships. Furthermore, the film's primary antagonists are drawn directly from Superman's rogues gallery. Lex Luthor orchestrates the central conflict. General Zod's resurrected body serves as the catalyst for the Doomsday plot, and even the film's setting frequently favors Metropolis over Gotham. These elements consistently place Superman at the heart of the film's core conflicts. Lastly, Henry Cavill's Superman undergoes significant character development. Clark grapples with his place in the world, facing scrutiny from world leaders in a congressional hearing, confronting difficult questions about his immense power and responsibility, and even interacting with Bruce Wayne as a reporter before their inevitable clash. His arc culminates in a profound sacrifice and apparent death, cementing his journey as the emotional anchor of the film. Conversely, arguments favoring Batman's prominence point to the film's initial act and its thematic focus. The early portion of Dawn of Justice adopts a more grounded, restrained tone, deliberately minimizing outlandish elements. The action sequences primarily showcase Bruce Wayne's brutal, street-level combat against criminals in dimly lit warehouses, emphasizing his reliance on tactical gear, military-style training, and sheer strategic brilliance. This grounded approach serves to introduce Batman's world and methods effectively. Moreover, the film strongly emphasizes Batman's reputation as the world's greatest detective. Bruce meticulously unravels Lex Luthor's complex schemes through surveillance, hacking, and keen deduction, even as he falls prey to manipulation. This investigative thread drives the middle portion of the plot, highlighting Batman's intellectual prowess and detective skills. Finally, the box office performance and legacy of Batman in cinema arguably tilt the scales. Batman v Superman achieved a worldwide gross of $874.3 million, a figure comparable to successful standalone Batman films like The Dark Knight, $1.01 billion, and The Dark Knight Rises, $1.08 billion, as well as Matt Reeves' The Batman, $774 million. This contrasts with Man of Steel, $671 million, and the more recent Superman iteration, which struggled to match its predecessor's performance. This financial success, linked to Batman's enduring popularity, suggests the project may have been greenlit and framed as another chapter capitalizing on the Caped Crusader's broad appeal. The intense fan debate surrounding the film underscores its polarizing nature and the varying interpretations of its narrative focus, with many fans championing specific actors and directorial visions. So, where does that leave these legendary heroes? We're moving on to a comic that's taking Batman in a direction nobody saw coming. A bold new universe for the Dark Knight. DC's Elseworlds imprint has consistently pushed the boundaries of imagination, exploring alternate realities and reimagining iconic characters in unprecedented ways. Immortal Legend Batman 1 stands out as a particularly audacious entry, transporting Gotham's Dark Knight into a far-flung future where Earth's culture has been profoundly reshaped by anime and manga influences, drawing inspiration from titans like Power Rangers, Gatchaman, Voltron, and Ultraman. This creates a unique sci-fi tapestry, weaving familiar superhero tropes into a vibrant, alien landscape. The story ignites with a high-octane chase on a desolate space outpost. A mysterious, masked warrior, unmistakably Batman, relentlessly pursues an unknown individual. Yet the narrative immediately subverts expectations. Batman isn't the protector of this outpost. He's on a mission to find the most powerful man in the galaxy, Bruce Wayne. The central enigma is amplified by the revelation that Bruce Wayne himself is actively searching for Batman, setting up a fascinating paradox that forms the core of this new world. Within this futuristic setting, Bruce Wayne serves as the mayor of the outpost, maintaining a close relationship with his best friend, Sheriff Harvey Dent. On the surface, Bruce appears to be a stable, well-adjusted leader. However, Batman perceives him as a figure cloaked in shadow, a deceptive presence. The outpost is plagued by a series of brutal, escalating attacks from monstrous entities, fostering an atmosphere of dread and instability. A dramatic confrontation between Batman and Bruce Wayne culminates in the unmasking of the vigilante, unveiling a universe of staggering scope and thrilling potential. This debut is already being hailed as one of the most exciting and original DC introductions in recent times. The creative team, acclaimed for their work on Volcano Girl Red and the wider Massiveverse, exhibits a remarkable talent for crafting epic-scale and dynamic, chaotic battles. While the initial issue does present a significant amount of exposition to establish its intricate world, it does so with a captivating energy that hooks the reader. To enhance the reader's understanding and immersion, Immortal Legend Batman 1 includes a substantial backup story. This complementary narrative, also written by the core creative team and illustrated by Dan Mora, delves into the historical development of three distinct martial arts disciplines that underpin the supernatural combat within this universe. It strategically introduces surprising character cameos and hints at a profound scrambling of established lore, suggesting that the very foundations of this reality are in flux. This backup is far more than a simple info dump. It's a carefully crafted piece that enriches the world building and concludes with a startling cliffhanger that leaves readers eager for more. The reception to this issue has been overwhelmingly positive, with many critics praising its bold originality, its seamless fusion of diverse cultural influences, and its ambitious narrative scope. The unique premise of a Batman seeking Bruce Wayne, and vice versa, has ignited considerable discussion and speculation among the fanbase regarding the direction the series will take. And that's just one of the incredible comic book journeys out there. Now, let's get back to the big screen, and a film that sparked one of the most intense debates in superhero history. So there you have it, Scoop Troop. We saw Tyler Hoechlin throwing his hat in the ring for Batman, a comic book that's pushing genre boundaries, and a deep dive into the epic debate over Batman v Superman. What a roundup! Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to Sheeran's Scoop for all your breaking entertainment news, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments which story you're most excited about. And for more, follow us on all social media platforms. We'll see you in the next one.